One. Good evening and welcome to another edition of Fighting Words on the Fighting Words News Network. Fighting Words is brought to you each and every night of the week. In great appreciation to the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, the men and women police and fire services, doctors and nurses, and first responders during COVID. And please, there's an awful lot of shoot police out there anymore. Please, if you have a problem, don't take it out on the cops or the firefighters. Please seek out help. This week, we're dedicating the program to Sergeant Terry Sweetland Maslow of the Indian River County Sheriff's Department in Florida, and Specialist Sarah Birkenstock of the West Virginia National Guard, both of whose lives were taken this week by people that they were trying to serve. When they raise their hand and they put that badge on, they swear allegiance to the United States, the state of which they're serving in, and to serve the people honorably and with integrity. Please allow them to do that. Please, please, please back off. If you have a feeling that you want to do something, please find help. There is suicide hotlines out there, and there are also helplines out there. To the fallen officers, may the rose rise up to meet you. May the winds be always at your back. May the rains fall softly on your fields, the sun shine lightly on your face. Until we meet again, may the good Lord keep you and your families always in the palm of his hands. Well, guys, that's a shitty way to start the show, but unfortunately, things happen that really shouldn't. And we want to make sure that we dedicate each and every one of these programs to the men and women in the armed forces and the men and women police fire services. So we want to make sure that we put them on our list. Go ahead, Tony.
I know Charlotte County lost a jail lieutenant on a motorcycle accident this week as well.
No, I didn't see that, or I'd put him in.
Yeah, I'll get the name for you as soon as I can find it.
Okay, Tony, what do you think about Abdul Mason and Sam Notice getting the new champion going for the forgotten championship?
The forgotten championship?
Yeah, it's the one that Usyk gave up.
Oh, Usyk gave up, and Abdullah is going to fight for the title. It's going to be good. I think we talked about Usyk going up last week, which totally I understand that, or giving up the belt. I mean, but I think it'll be a fairly good fight. But I don't see Abdullah Mason losing. He and a couple other guys right now are in a group of on my watch list that are up and coming, and really, I don't see them losing anytime soon. Mm-hmm. He's one of them. I think he'll probably grab that vacancy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hey Brady, it's been a while since Brandon Moreno has fought. In fact, I can't remember this year that he's fought, but he's coming in for Tato Tassara next Saturday. Do you have any thoughts on that? Brady, you're on. Take your phone off mute.
Sorry about that. Yeah, Moreno's a flyweight, and I know that he was champion in that division. Mm-hmm. So I think, whenever you have a guy fighting at championship level, I mean, he's going to have the opportunity to still rise. So, I don't think, he really would lose that, but pretty sure it's Pantoja in that division as a champion, and then he's going to fight a younger guy. I'm not sure his name, but I know he's not that old. He's probably 31. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is 31. I think he has a lot of firepower. I think he can still come back in that division and make a difference. So, yeah, I definitely would have him on my watch list.
Well, you just mentioned next one we have down on the list here is Alex Pantoja and Joshua Van. Now that's in 2 weeks. No, I'm sorry. That was that's tonight. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was. Couldn't remember that guy's name. Van. He's young. Actually, I watched his fight not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually fought really well. I think he's only 23 years old. This guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen 2 of his fights, and I mean, he's quick. I don't think he has the same grappling as Pantoja, because Pantoja really has it all. I mean, he's one of the best fighters.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's a smaller weight class, but pound for pound, I mean, I think he is.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think so. Yeah, those two would be fighting, and then maybe Moreno would get a shot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that's a huge fight as well. I mean, championship, but I'm gonna go with Pantoja on that one, just because he's way more experienced and he has the grappling, striking. I mean,
that's exactly.
Yeah, what do you guys think about that?
Yeah, that's exactly what MMA News said, that Pantoja has the scale over Van, because his grappling is part to this, can't be beaten, and that he's a scrapper, that he'll get in there, and they don't expect it to last more than one round. So you're right on that one. Tony, Teofimo Lopez and Shakar Stevens. What do you think?
I hope it goes. I don't know if it's been officially signed yet, but
yeah, it has been.
Oh, that's fantastic! I've been waiting for that. I didn't see any news on it yet or update, but okay, so that's gonna be one heck of a fight. And I really think Teofimo is probably gonna have a real hard time with Shakur, but I think Teo could probably pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
It will be a very close fight, but
mm-hmm.
I'm glad to see that they've got that one going, and I know a bunch of new ones are in the makings right now, but I didn't know it was signed, but that's fantastic.
Yeah. That's supposed to be signed. It's supposed to be in February. And it pretty much, Boxing News was given the, let me get Zito in here. Okay, Zito, I'm going to put you in. Hey, guys, we're joined by Zito. Yeah, we are.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
We're doing good. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. Good to be back with you guys.
Yeah, you just came in at the right time. We've got, we're talking about Teofimo Lopez and Shakar Stevens. What's your thoughts?
It's a good matchup. It's kind of what you want to see in boxing. These guys have two different styles. They're both explosive and dynamic. They're both majorly athletic. More of the athletic guys that you're going to see, especially at that weight.
Mm-hmm.
But they have different styles.
Mm-hmm.
To where Teofimo Lopez, he's a guy who's going to go out there and he's going to try to use his hand speed, his power, combination punches, and he likes when you're in front of him, and he likes, he's a dog fighter, but he's also kind of slick.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not a guy who's going to sit up there and trade, slug it out punch for punch with you. Teofimo will slip and counter.
Mm-hmm.
Teofimo has nice setups to get his power shots off.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, he's a majorly talented guy. And he's to me, he's a bit heavier than Shakur.
Mm-hmm.
To where Shakur is a guy who's going to be longer than Teofimo. So he uses his knife pretty good. He jabs, he has a very, very good straight left stabbing shot to the body. That hurts a lot of, it takes a lot of full momentum away from his opponent.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and he's also another guy who kind of is slip and likes to counter a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Shakur is a safety first fighter, risk second.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll put it, he's going to make sure he's safe to where he hits his shots. He's not going to always turn over into his shots because he's thinking about getting out.
Mm-hmm.
To where Teofimo, he's not as much. He's trying to turn over in a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. Me personally, I love the matchup. I mean, and it's not a fight to where I don't think anybody would get knocked out. I'm pretty sure. I'm kind of certain. No, this is not a somebody getting knocked out kind of fight.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing I'm going to say with this matchup is I think it favors Shakur a bit more. And just because in past fights with Teofimo Lopez, his poison seems to be very good educated feet. Guys with very good educated feet that don't stand in front of him tend to give him problems. If Lomachenko in the last part of the fight, after not throwing punches for the majority of the rounds, he gave Teofimo fits. Sandor Martin, if I'm correct, gave Teofimo fits. Teofimo, Cambosis. Cambosis is a guy who's in and out. But that in and out, he's not going to always be in Teofimo's face on Teofimo's terms. Guys like that tend to give Teofimo problems. And to me, Shakur, his footwork, I can't say better than Lomachenko's, but it's up there. It's definitely up there. And he's long and rangy and knows how to use it. So I think with Teofimo might be doing a lot of chasing and missing and not as much getting countered by anything, but just he's going to be, I think it's going to be the Matador situation to a degree.
Okay. Hey, Brady, Ronda Rousey had a long career in MMA, and now she's looking to go into boxing. Is that a good or bad thing for her?
I think a lot of people in general, like nowadays, are doing like kind of the celebrity boxing thing. If she still wants to fight, I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, she knows how to fight, obviously, but the only thing she's doing it for is money, right? Probably. You don't just prize fights, but if I'm being realistic, I don't know how much money she's really gonna get, fighting in these. She's not a huge name for that type of thing, I'd say. So, I don't know if it worked out too well for us.
What do you think, C?
I actually think that Ronda, what it is this: it's never a long-standing thing. A lot of when it comes to a lot of people transferring into boxing, as far as MMA. If you have a whole career here, then you don't really start a second career in that. With that said, Ronda Rousey, her first fight or two, if she takes that though, I think it'll be a huge draw. There would be a huge draw, but at the same time, she and just what Brady was saying, she, it's not, she's not, I don't think, she has the skills to last. As a boxer, especially as a boxer, being as though even in her MMA career, boxing always gave her credit. So it's celebrity boxing, yes, more or less like that. And with celebrity boxing, you're always going to take a few fights with it. So it's that. Okay.
And, before you came on, we had Brady was give us an update on the Brandon Moreno and Tatsuro Taira. They're going to hit the rinks. I think it's the 16th. What's your thoughts?
I'm sorry. I'm not familiar. I've been a little off date with some
Okay. Brady, Ian Gary calls out Makachev. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I didn't know that he did this, but that's crazy, man. Calling out a guy like Makachev, obviously that'd be great for him that title fight. He should do that, but Makachev's a beast, man. I don't know if Gary has the grappling, the way Makachev controlled that last fight. I just watched the first takedown. It was like a trip where he grabbed his body. It was just perfect. He's doing a championship fight at a weight above. He's fighting at 170 and he looks huge, so. Ian Gary's definitely got the height advantage and he's a good striker, but I just think Makachev is in a different level than all these guys. His wrestling is obviously his best, but he still has good stand-up. He really does. You saw that in the last fight too. Obviously, he was just pressuring him a lot, but I think Makachev could be a champion in that division for a long time. He's obviously got that Khabib, teaching from coming. So, that's what I think. I think Makachev's going to be dominant in that division for a long time.
Okay. Tony, what you think about the Benavidez and Yard fight?
It actually went. I thought it'd be a little bit closer than it was. I mean, Yard pretty much took a beat down. I mean, Benavidez was on fire and just kept going and going and going and going. I mean, it was just, as far as he's concerned, it was unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Yard's a great fighter. I really thought he'd give him a little bit more than that. But like I was saying on the last show, I don't think anyone's going to stop Benavidez for a while. He is just blooming and blooming and blooming. And congrats to Yard. I think he did the he could do, but unfortunately, he just didn't pull it off.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Z?
That fight went exactly the way I expected it. And I have to give all credit to Yard, because he was fighting at a cruiserweight.
Mm-hmm.
At light heavyweight, he was fighting at a cruiserweight. Benavidez, I think, immediately said, I'm moving up to cruiserweight. Because, I mean, he is a big kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, how did this guy make it to super middleweight?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he had to kill himself to make that weight, because he, like right now, I don't think he could make he doesn't think he can make light heavyweight.
Mm-hmm.
So to be honest, he looked dead at the weigh-in. He looked drained, but I mean, he's a mountain, and he's a mountain with skills.
Mm-hmm.
And as I say, to me, Yard is always more explosive. He's always going to be that guy, but he's explosive with pop, and he relies a lot on athleticism.
Mm-hmm.
And guys who rely on a lot on athleticism, you better be Roy Jones.
Mm-hmm.
You better be Muhammad Ali. Because if you're not guys like that, well then you're going to eventually get caught. And Yard, as good as he is, he doesn't always have the best. He has a good shell. He's a tough guy, but he's more mentally tough than he's physically tough. And it's just, him fighting Benavidez, same thing. Once you catch up to Yard, that's it. Kovalev, once you catch up to him, he's going to give you, he's going to last.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to last because he's quick and he's hard. And he's education. He's a very educated fighter. But, as I said, those weaknesses, and tends to fight, he's fighting Benavidez, he's fighting a cruiserweight mountain with skills. So, I'll credit to Yard, and we'll see Benavidez do it.
Hey, Tony, this week you sent me something about Terrence Crawford. Do you want to enlighten our audience with that?
Is that for me? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't hear what you said.
You had sent me the thing about Terrence Crawford. Bud Crawford giving up his...
stripped him of his belt. I'm a little brain fart here, but they stripped him of his belt for not complying with something. I can't remember now what it was, but they weren't happy about it. I think it was WBC took his belt and pretty much stripped him.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they were going to give it to someone. I don't think it was vacant. I have to go back and look. I kind of just completely forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Z?
Yeah, Terrence Crawford's moving to a middleweight, and that would be the light heavyweight belt that he won from Canelo.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the super middleweight belt that he won from Canelo. Terrence is looking to go down, and there are talks about him fighting. I forget his name. Oh my goodness. But he's getting to dominate at cruiserweight. I mean, at middleweight. So as far as the titles go, Terrence Crawford is not interested in titles. I think he's more interested in money. A bit of, he wants to get paid. He feels he's one of the top guys now, and I don't think he would be wrong. Mm-hmm. But he's also interested in legacy. He wants to get, be a several division champion. So he's more likely to move to middleweight and fight one, get a belt there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hey, Brady, Merab Devashil and Peter Yan are going to fight in 323, which is coming up soon. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I haven't watched a ton of Peter Yan fights. I know a bit about Marab, but what was the date on that fight again?
It's coming up in January.
Okay, yeah. So, he's still time to prepare for them. I think Marab he's really dominant too in that division as the champion. I think he's got maybe 3 title defenses or fights as the champion.
Mm-hmm.
So Peter Yan is not a bad fighter. He definitely, I think he's had better years when remember he had fought Aljamain Sterling, and I think he lost because he kneed him in the head. It was some weird technicality, but I think Marab he's really disciplined, and I think he works hard. Obviously, he's beat some big guys. He beat Sean O'Malley, like guys like that. Obviously, he's been the champion. He's been defending it, but I'd have to go with Marab on that one.
Okay.
Just because I don't know enough about Peter Yan, and I know it's been a while since he's been the shot like on the main card. So I'm gonna go with Marab. I think he's more prepared and he's a better fighter.
Okay. Z. Excuse me just a second.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with you on that one.
Okay. All right, Z. Here's Tony's favorite guy. Devin Haney dropped Normandy in his last fight here. What's your thoughts?
Haney looked. To me, the fight was closer than it was scored. But yeah, Haney won and dropped Norman, and it surprised Norman. And he broke Norman's nose, if I'm correct. I'm pretty sure he broke his nose, and that was giving Norman trouble. Giving Norman trouble breathing. Norman, as far as the pressure went, he really couldn't. After the knockdown, he tried, but he didn't try. It seemed like he cared. And Norman's style tends, he tends to get in there and, he's got to say school, but he's more of an inside, he's more of a brawl, not a brawler as much as he's just trying to lay hard gloves on you to a point. And he just kind of steered around him when he caught him, and after he dropped him, as I say, it seemed like Norman just didn't amp the engine up enough. And Haney, as I said, he showed pretty good class in there as far as in the skill class. So we'll see what's up with that. But I don't think it's anything like, Haney has extra punching power. As fighters, you get caught sometimes. And he caught Norman real good.
It's funny. Excuse me. Soon you start talking about the nose, it reminded me of a story that Dr. Chris used to love to tell. He and Dr. Tom O'Day, who was a plastic surgeon, and I guess he did a lot of ortho stuff too, but they owned this one guy, and he was fighting, actually he fought Hopkins in Philadelphia. And after the fight, the guy's nose was just all over the place. And Chris looked at O'Day and he says, "Can you do something?" So O'Day went back in to look at the kid in the dressing room, and he comes back out and says, "Chris, well, there's more pieces to there's more pieces in there than there are chips in a bag." He said, "Thing is going to have to rebuild the whole thing. Both terminals were gone. Everything. Hopkins had beat him so badly." But it's just another old Dr. Chrisism. Tony Jesse Ben. He KO'd Fernando Martinez last Saturday night. What do you think?
I missed on that one completely. With everything going on, I kind of messed up on that. But I didn't even hear anything about it, actually. I'm sorry.
Z? Zito?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't hear
It's
anything
okay.
about.
Jesse Ben and KO'd Fernando Martinez last week.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bam Bam Martinez.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I watched that fight. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm a little off tonight.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm going to tell you right now, Bam Bam Martinez completely earned every bit of what he got that night. He went out there. He fought hard. Mm-hmm. It was a good fight, but Bam showed his. I mean, he basically took it nice and easy. Basically, he just didn't try to go for the kill right up front. He fought every round like it was, to do it smart. It was a smart fight on his behalf. Mm-hmm. And when it was time, he did what he had to do. But I'll tell you what, that was a great fight. I was very impressed with Bam Martinez on that one.
Okay.
Bam Martinez. I'm sorry. He totally earned every bit of that, and that was a good fight. And the other guy was supposed to win the fight, I believe. Mm-hmm. I think they were leaning on his side, but no, that was fantastic. Made me a new fan.
All right, what do you think, Z?
Yeah. I saw highlights of the Bam fight. Mm-hmm. He looked impressive, but he looked like Bam. Bam's he's getting in there. Very, very dedicated body puncher, and very aggressive. Mm-hmm. I like Bam. He throws pretty good combinations, pretty good hand speed, inside fighter. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be interesting to see where Bam goes from now. Mm-hmm. But I think I have high expectations of Bam.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. Brady, Henry Cejudo is fighting tonight with Dalton Talbot or Sajeo. Yeah, what's your thoughts on that one?
Wait, Talbot, what's his name? What's his first name? If it's the guy I'm thinking of. Peyton Talbot?
Peyton, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I know a bit about Talbot. He's an up-and-coming guy. He's younger, and I think he's more of a striker, but I do know about Cejudo. I think he's around 36 or 37, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 38, okay. Mm-hmm. I think he should have retired. I remember he tried to come back and fight for a championship, and I don't remember who he was fighting, but he got his nose broke. I mean, he just wasn't looking good at all. Mm-hmm. I think obviously, he wants to fight, so UFC pays better than anywhere else. But I don't think it's full of that for him. I think he has the money. I think it's more, to show what he has and try to make it back. But Talbot's good, man. He's quick. Obviously, he's probably got a better motor than, so he really probably could last longer. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it's only 3 rounds, but
okay.
I'd have to go with Talbot on that one, man. I think he's just, I think sometimes age just wins. Mm-hmm. And this is one of the scenarios,
Okay. See, what do you think?
Again, I'm going to concur with Brady there.
Okay. All right. Brady, you're looking good here tonight. Everybody's concurring with you.
Thank you.
All right, Z. Here's a tough one. Anthony Joshua has joined Team Usyk to prepare for his next fight. His next fight is Jake Paul. What's your thoughts?
Man,
think about it, Z. Think about it.
Who kind of leans me to think that this might be a real fight? Mm-hmm. Just because Usyk. First thing is this: Joshua already doesn't strike me as anyone to play with anything like that. Ask Ngannou. Mm-hmm. Second thing is this: Usyk is not one to play like this either. So I'm less inclined to think this is the fix. With that said, if this is the fix, or you know what I mean, any crazy stipulations or anything to hold Joshua back, it's going to be bad for Jake Paul. Oh man! motivated Anthony Joshua.
Yeah. All right, see.
Be there.
All right, Tony, let's hear what you got to say.
All right, so let me make sure nothing's changed here. So Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul are still playing their fight.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Now, this is how this is going to go, and I'm not going to be wrong on this one. I've been wrong a lot this year, and I've eaten a lot of poop scooping, but I'm not going to be eating any poop scooping in this one. Jake Paul will not beat Anthony Joshua, period. If he does, then everything that I've said in this, everything this last year and a half about Jake Paul and fights being fixed, is going to be 100% accurate. Because there's no way he's going in there and beating Anthony Joshua. I'm sorry, it ain't going to happen. There's no way. So it's either, I think you and I talked about it last week. I think I talked about it with somebody else, but this is the perfect opportunity for him to take a real fight. If he has staged or fixed anything in the past, for him to go out there and really try to go beat Anthony Joshua and take a butt kick and get dropped. And take the money and say, yes, see, none of these have been fixed. I went against Anthony Joshua. I fought it. He beat me. Now, this is going to determine how that's going to go in my eyes. If he goes out there and knocks Anthony Joshua out or beats him on point, I'm sorry, it's a fixed fight.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Brady, you got anything on that one?
Yeah, I agree with the guys, man. I don't think Paul has a chance. I mean, we all know Joshua's way more seasoned than him. I mean, Jake Paul, he's probably way younger than him. Obviously he's a world-class fighter. So, yeah, fixing, man. I think I like what Tony said with how it's a good opportunity for him to lose, and all of his fights look like they weren't fixed. Like, I don't know if any of them were, but it's like he just had a weird history of fights. I mean, you guys all know.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
It's fun.
I'm still not believing the whole Tyson fight. I know everybody's saying Tyson's old, but I swear he held back at a couple of shots that he could have taken. He eased up at the last second. So we're going to see. This is going to determine, for my mind anyway, and just for mine only, if Joshua knocks him out, then I'm going to say, okay, well, now we'll never know if any of them were fixed or not. But if he beats Joshua any other way, I'm 100% convinced they've been fixed.
Okay. Brady, what do you think about Nigel Benn? He's sharing his vision of going in to beat who's it? His next fight. He's looking to beat golly, I can't read my own writing. Brocky.
I don't know, Nigel Benn. I'm not too sure on who this guy is. I'm sorry about that.
Okay. Z?
Talking about the only Nigel Benn I know is the boxer Nigel Benn.
Yeah, I got this on the wrong page. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's Connor Benn's dad, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I want Connor Benn get back to running back.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. Nigel Benn shared his vision for his son, Connor Benn, and the next step that he should take. If you were the father, where would you suggest Connor Benn go for his next fight, Z?
The highest payday. Connor Benn can make welterweight, junior welterweight, middleweight. And Crawford. Honestly, with Super Crawford, I think they put a message out to Crawford. So I think that would be a logical step. If not Crawford, look for Haney. Haney right now in the welterweight division is a name, and you got pretty good money to fight Haney right now. So I asked, if I was Connor Benn, that's the direction I would look. But right now, you have a big overseas, so you could almost promote it and have one of these guys go. Well, I don't know about Crawford, but like Haney come over to England and fight.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, just as far as that goes, so I would aim for that. Depending all about promotion now.
Mm-hmm.
I know they've been pushing. I believe I heard last week that was going out that they were looking at was Conor against Haney, which I really hope that goes down because I can't. You're gonna hear me screaming from Northport, Florida when I see Haney get knocked out again. I promise you, and I can't wait when Ryan Garcia does it again. It's gonna happen. But I'll wait for that until then. Conor then takes some counters and drop him.
Okay. All right. Brady, is Bilal Muhammad slipping? And is he in the skids? You're on mute again. There you
He
go.
just lost his last fight, correct? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. I think his division, as it looks right now, his style was kind of Islam Makhachev's, but without the extra dimension of the striking. But I don't think he could get back to championship level. I definitely think he can beat some of the. He can be like a gatekeeper kind of for the top 5, top 6, top 6. But championship level, especially with Islam, Ian Gary in that division, I don't think he can get back to the top, especially not with that style. Just grabbing and holding. His is different. Makhachev is more aggressive. His is more just grabbing and holding. So I don't think his style is going to be able to get him back to championship level.
Z?
Yeah, more or less, I concur. Again, flipping, I don't know. Competition, yeah. I think it's just level of competition. It tells everything in the fighter.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe it's that. It's maybe that.
All right. Hey, Brady, let me ask you a question. Dana White claims that pound for pound, Islam Makhachev is the number 1 fighter. Is that a true statement?
Yeah. Taporia's got to be in that conversation. Because he moved up weight class and did it. I think also Pantoja could be in that conversation. I don't think I don't know what the rankings are right now, but Makhachev, yeah, he's top. I don't know. I couldn't name him number 1. That's my whole thing. So I'd say top 4, top 3. But there's definitely other fighters that are best, are better or the same,
Okay. Z?
You could say that Makhachev is maybe pound for pound, but as I say, I concur again. It's hard to even say who's number 1, to be honest, because when you start dealing with pound for pound, you almost want to match these guys up weight for weight and see who will win. And stuff like that's razor thin to win. Anybody can win any day. These guys fight 4 times, they'll even out most of the time. So it's hard to tell exactly who's the number 1 dominant guy a lot of times.
Okay. Tony, Jesse Ramos is fighting Shane Mosley Jr. tonight. What's your thoughts?
I'm not sure on that one as far as who's going to pull that one off. That's kind of a middle of the road type thing. I'm not extremely familiar with either one of them, but I do share I want to hear it. I believe he's coming on here shortly. The Pitbull fight, but don't even know who to pick on that one, honestly.
Okay. What do you think, Z?
I'm not impressed with Shane Mosley Jr. I mean, I'm not saying that, but I'm not impressed. I don't think he can only go so far in his career. I think he's going to lose this one. Ramos is pretty good and rugged. And those things, I think that was Mosley, he could steer around, but not forever. And more importantly, oh my goodness, Frank Martin, last fight when he fought Javante Davis. You remember that fight, Martin? He just knocked Bartholomew out, and I forget what round. Put him to sleep. So we want to get Frank Martin moved up to 140, and that was his 140 debut, and he very impressive. I do want to give Frank Martin kudos.
Okay. Brady, what do you think about Sean Brady and Michael Morales tonight?
I think that fight happened like 2 weeks ago. Morales won, yeah. But yeah, that fight, that was an interesting fight. It ended quick. Don Brady, I think he's more of a strike. But Morales, the thing I actually noticed I watched that whole card. The thing I noticed about him is his jab. Now, I hadn't seen him fight before this, and I saw a little bit of Sean Brady, but Morales is really big for that division. I think they're welterweights. They're not welterweights, they're lightweights, but Morales is probably like 6 feet, which is big for either of those divisions, or at least big for lightweight. And he's got a good jab. He's got good length. He's obviously like younger, and he's not like too experienced, I don't think. But I think late in that division he could be good. But yeah, he pieced up Sean Brady, and even a couple times when Brady tried to take him to the ground, he still, shrugged it off and went back at him. I think he finished him on strikes. Maybe not. But yeah, that's what I think.
Okay. Hey, Z, what's your thoughts?
I agree with Brady. I agree with Brady.
Okay. Let me ask you something, Z. You've been around for a while, and so is Shevchenko. Is she the best in class?
I don't know about this point because she's older. But I think, she's very much Hall of Famous. There's a question that she's one of the best female fighters ever. So, I don't know about class now, but just in general, just legacy wise, yeah.
Okay. Tony, what do you think about Carlos Paredes wants to fight Ian Gary?
I think that's a good idea for him. And I'm not real familiar with Gary too much, but I think that's probably more of a prep fight for something else that's coming. Personally.
Okay. Brady?
Sorry, what was the question?
Just with the other piece. Carlos Paredes.
Prates.
Wants to fight
Leon Edwards, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that fight, you'd expect Leon to do a little better, but I don't think anybody's really seen a lot of Prates. But he's another guy that's, big, and he's got great striking. I think he's a Muay Thai guy, but his punches are quick. He's also got, those sneaky kicks, but he knocked Leon Edwards out, I think, with punches. So I haven't been watching them for too. I know Leon, that's not good for him because it doesn't look like he's going to get back into that championship groove again. But we'll see. But Prates is definitely on the rise. Also, Shevchenko, I watched that fight too.
Okay.
It was my first Shevchenko fight that I watched, and she was that. I think it's Zhang. She's much younger than her. Obviously she's weaker than her physically, but she still showed like. I just want to point out one thing that I saw. I think she was like getting backed up to the cage,
right? And
she like pulled Zhang in and kneed her in the stomach. It was probably the best move I've seen that night. So yeah.
Okay. What do you think, Z?
Yeah, about the process, fight. I have to agree with Caden. Brady.
Okay. Yeah, for our listeners know that Caden had to work today, and Brady has graciously allowed us to bother him because he's in rehabilitation right now. He was playing basketball and dislocated his knee, and he's in a lot of pain. So I really appreciate everything he's doing for us tonight. He's right on point on most everything we talked to him about. That's kind of tough when you're hurting all the time to be able to do this, but you're doing it like a champ, buddy.
Hey, I'm feeling better now.
Good.
Better.
Good.
You just never think it would be you laying on the floor with an injury like that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hey, Z, what do you think about Callum Smith and David Morrell?
Callum Smith and David Morrell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, David Morrell is I like where he's at with it. I'm beginning to be high on David Morrell, and I think that he's going to be the next one in that light heavyweight position.
Mm-hmm.
Benavidez he's moving up, and Morrell right now he's a young blood.
Mm-hmm.
Bivol and Benavidez, they're more or less on their way out, and I actually would like to see Morrell fight one of those two guys.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, but I like Morrell. I like what he's doing. Callum Smith, he's a little older, and he's the guy. As I say, Callum Smith always a truth teller.
Mm-hmm.
Always a truth teller, and Morrell, I think he is the truth. So that's going to be a good fight, but I don't favor Callum Smith. Did they fight already? No,
not yet.
No. Yeah, I do not favor Callum Smith in that fight. So,
Okay.
As I said, it's going to be a good fight, but I'm pretty sure that we're going to see Morrell dominate.
Mm-hmm.
You don't knock Callum Smith out really, but I can see Morrell just dominate.
Okay. Tony, Rodriguez and who's the other one here? And Martinez. Do you think that'll go, number one? And two, who would be the winner?
Yeah, it'll go, and I think I'm going to predict Martinez on that one.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that one will pull through.
Uh-huh. We got something that just came through on one of the sheets that we check every half hour. Connor Ben has called out Devin Haney. So you guys were right on the last couple minutes that we were talking about him.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Pray that so I can have a party. And agreement before Devin Haney gets dropped.
You have anything to add to that, Z?
No, but I mean, I don't know if that's the direction Haney's going to take. But I mean, I would like to see it.
Okay. All right. Z, Tyrone Woodley said he would love to hurt Anderson Silva. What's your thoughts?
In what? I mean, in boxing and
MMA. Yeah, in MMA.
Right now, both of these guys are kind of out of the fight light. My thing is that Anderson's a bit older,
Mm-hmm.
but he's a bit more recently active than Whitley's been. Ever since Whitley's lost that knockout to Jake Paul, I haven't heard too much about Whitley fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Anderson, he lost more recently to Paul some 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
but he's been more active in the fighting, and to me, he looks better. And on top of that, he's always been a better mixed martial artist than Whitley.
Mm-hmm.
They're two different classes. So I don't know if that's what Whitley wants to do,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, he's a fighter with heart, so
Mm-hmm.
he's calling Anderson out. And I mean, I would like to see it.
Okay. Grady?
It was Anderson Silva and Tyron Woodley, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't watched the fight. Obviously, I know more about Silva, but I know they're both champions. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think Silva's definitely way bigger, and I think he's got more skill. I don't know. I think he's older than you do, but I think he's got more skill. Honestly, if I had to pick one, I'd go with Silva just because, I don't know, I guess I like him more.
Okay. No, that counts. I'm coming right back to you, Brady. Rachmaninoff has not been active in a while. Is he on a slow descend, or is he? What would his next move be? Do you think?
No, I think he's a welterweight, correct? I think he's just waiting in that division. Time for something to open up. Obviously, Makachev will make champion, so so it's either Gary or him. I think it would be for the championship. So I don't know. I think Rachmaninoff's skilled as well, and he's got everything you need from a champion. But I think him over Gary would be. Actually, I think they did fight too. I beat Gary. I think him over Gary would have a better shot at taking out Makachev, just because I think his style is better against Makachev. But still, I mean, that's a lot to say.
Okay.
With how good Makachev is.
All right. Okay, Tony, you're up. Here's your boy, Isaac Pitbull Cruz and Lamont Roach tonight.
I'm watching that one, man. This is one I honestly have a real hard time trying to choose who's going to win, because I'm going to lean on Roach winning it. I don't know that Roach will knock Pitbull out. I think if it goes that way, I think Roach will win by points. I think Pitbull, if he does one of his comes in and does one of his swings and happens to catch Roach, he can knock him down and might go that way. But as far as a point fight, I think Roach will pull that off after what he did this last fight. So I love both these guys. I love Pitbull. He's been one of my favorites. I've always watched Roach from the beginning and been saying he's one to watch and improved that last fight. But I guess I'm going to have to lean on Roach a little bit on this one.
Okay. Z, Ilya Tapura is calling out Arman Sarkisian. What's your thoughts?
I don't know. I haven't heard too much about Arman, but Tapura, I think that people should be more or less calling him out, to be honest.
Okay. Brady?
Yeah, I agree with that. I concur with that.
Whoa.
He's a champion. Tapura's a champion, so yeah, he gets to choose at the end of the day. But I think Sarkisian's been waiting for a shot in that division for a while. But I think, Tapura he's a beast, man. I mean, you've seen it with countless fighters. He moved up. He's just got that power, man. And knockout power. It could be the best. Maybe Alex Pereira, those flash, one-punch knockouts. I think he has the best of them. Maybe in the UFC.
Okay. Z, about Harold Allen versus Jan Silva.
I'm not too familiar with those two, but I do want to comment on that Pitbull.
Yeah, go for it. Sure.
I'm going to say this much. And I agree with I basically agree with what Tony said. I think that Roach he's bigger than Pitbull, which most of Pitbull's opponents are. But Isaac Cruz, he's a guy who's going to aggressively put you in front of him. Roach is a guy who's aggressively not going to be in front of him. I think there's going to be moments in the fight that Roach has to navigate through, but I think ultimately he has the physical dimensions, the length, the weight, and the footwork. I think more importantly, he has the footwork enough that he can navigate a close point decision. His problem is going to be this. Roach has a bit of that Evander Holyfield syndrome, to where you're more skilled than a guy. You can use your skills, but if you get touched on a certain way, then you're going to want to stand in the trenches and want to fight back. And you can't do that against everybody. As Evander Holyfield learned. he got hit by George Foreman, and he said, "Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try with this guy, but I'm not going to game plan it that way." To where, Pitbull is a guy that you don't really want to exchange with. Mm-hmm. That you just don't want to exchange with. What I'm going to give Roach credit is that Gervonta Davis fight. I think that taught him a lot about how to deal with a guy like Pitbull. Mm-hmm. Pitbull and Davis are different fighters, but they are the same stature and they both pose more or less the same threat. Mm-hmm. And I think Roach is going to be able to navigate that with Pitbull, just all around.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Tony, our final one was Ben Whitaker and Benjamin Gervasi.
That'll be an interesting fight. Has it been signed?
Yes.
Officially?
Yes, for January.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. That'll be that's about a 50-50 matchup there, I think, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. I think it'll. I think that's what I'd probably have to go leaning on Lineker on that one, but neither one of them are extremely out there right now. But I mean, as far as it's a good overall good fight, that'll be a good one to watch. Mm-hmm. And just a quick update too on the Mosley fight. I believe he's down right now. They're going in round 3. Mm. Yeah.
Wow. Z, how about you? You have any idea on that, on Whitaker?
You know what? Ben Whitaker has flashes of goodness. I mean, but I'm just not convinced in him when competition keeps moving up. Mm-hmm. I really, really kind of want to see him. I don't want to say fight somebody too good, but I want to see somebody, just, I need to see more from him. That's it. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's flashy, looks good, but he's flashy and looks good. And this is in the show. This is boxing. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how far he can get with it.
Okay. Well, that just about brings us up to the end of our hour here. Z, I want to thank you for taking the time. I know you're always a busy man on Saturdays. We appreciate you. You're giving us your insight each and every week. Brady, you did a tremendous job. I mean, I hope you're going to join us every week now because you certainly show that you know what you're talking about. And
thank you. I will.
And Tony, it's always a pleasure with you, brother. That you always you're right on top of everything, and especially being able to give us updates on the fights each week. So let's see, Brady, you want to lead us out?
Yeah, thank you, G. Thank you, Tony, for coming on. Thanks for hosting it, Bob. And whatever you're going through, just keep going. Don't give up. Much love.
Okay, Tony.
I'd like to thank Brady. Thank you for coming on tonight, helping out. Z, love it when you come on. Love to hear you talk about the Devin Haney. The way you did that just made my night, just so you know. And just want to tell everyone to have a very happy holiday season. I don't know that I'll be back before the end of the season. I'm going down Tuesday, so hopefully I'll be able to maybe catch a show near the end of the year before Christmas. I know you're down on Christmas. I think New Year's Eve. So
yeah, Christmas and New Year's. So. Yeah, we won't. We're going to stop on the 17th, and we'll be back in January.
Yeah, I doubt I'll be back on. So I just want to wish everyone a very happy holiday season. Be safe. No drinking and driving.
Yeah. Let me just
and all of you, Z, Frank. I hope you all, your families, all as well, have a very happy holiday season.
Well, let me just add a little editorial here. I know what hospital you're going to. I know what room you're going to. I'll bring my phone and everything down there, and you can do the damn show from there.
Did you say thong? Because that was about the only word I heard. Advent. Room 101. Come on down. I want to see that dance. Looking forward to that. That'll pull me right out of a coma.
Z?
Another wonderful show. Good to have you back, Brady. Thank you very much, and I hope your leg gets better. Tony, thank you very much. And always wishing you well and definitely good health. Thank you, Butch. Always a pleasure. All my Fighting Words family. We show the best of the memory of Bob, Coach Mel, and Dr. Chris. And if anyone wants to hear any fighting words, please do call.
And before we go, we'd be remiss if we didn't stop to take a moment and think about that tomorrow is December 7th, one of the worst days in the history of the United States, and especially the United States Navy. For all those parents out there, the Gold Star parents that lost somebody, for all those men and women who went through that, for every member of the current armed forces and past, we really appreciate your service. We thank you for your service, and thank God that most of you made it through. So we wanted to say that. And ladies and gentlemen, this program is brought to you each and every night of the week in grateful appreciation to the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, the men and women police and fire services, the doctors and nurses and first responders, and the people at the supermarket to keep the shelves stocked. These programs are dedicated to those who have lost their line of duty. Deputy Robert Anthony Carroll, Patrolman David Curtis, Patrolman Jeffrey Kolka, Patrolman Jeffrey Yazowitz, Sergeant Thomas Bajer, San Diego Officer Mike Kendler, Sergeant Tom Wilson Charlotte County Sheriff's Department, Detective Randy Bell, Detective Ricky Childers, Patrolman Charlie Conda, Tarpon Springs Police Department, Deputy Chief Mike Godwin, Philadelphia Fire Department, Lieutenant Joyce Craig Lewis, Philadelphia Fire Department, Sergeant James O'Connor, Philadelphia Police Department, Sergeant Chris Levake, Hillsborough County Sheriff's Department, Lieutenant Mike Zerba, Newcastle County Police, Patrolman Norfolk Chrisman, Lakeland PD, Deputy Josh Meyer, Nassau County Sheriff's Department, Captain Matt Letourneau, Philadelphia Fire Department, Captain Chris Leach, Wilmington Fire Department, Lieutenant Ardith Hope, Wilmington Fire Department, Lieutenant Jerry Ficus, Wilmington Fire Department, Chief Jimmy Ford, Wilmington Fire Department, Chief Al Hokel, Longbow Key Police Department, Deputy Mike Hargrove, Pinellas County Sheriff's Department, Trooper Chelsea Richards, Florida Highway Patrol, Trooper Joe Bullock, Florida Highway Patrol, Trooper Zachary Ben, Florida Highway Patrol, Sergeant Chris Fitzgerald, Philadelphia Police Department, Sergeant Ramon Mendez, Philadelphia Police Department, Chief Corey Compantier, Buffalo Creek Fire Department, Detective Ronnie Rocketzinski, Manatee County Sheriff's Office, and Patrolman Zachary Butterfield, Bradenton Police Department. My brothers and sisters, though, you may be 10-7 at this point in time. At some time, we'll be 10-10 at the table of the Lord. Until that time, may the rose rise up to meet you. May the winds be always at your back. May the rains fall softly on your fields, and the sun shine lightly on your face. Until we meet again, may the good Lord keep you and your family always in the palm of his hands. Good night, God bless, and have a great week.